This is what Japanese gamers get, and this is what we get.
So, I'm non-binary.
Don't. You.
A bunch of female-led AAA games were announced at Summer Games Fest yesterday, and male gamers are more excited than anyone else. But how can that be if it's male gamers that hate female-led games?
What? What are you talking about, man?
Could it maybe have something to do with the fact that the games that Western developers make have female leads like this?
Bruh.
Instead of this. And like this. Instead of this. This is Eevee in the new Stellar Blade sequel.
Eevee's so cute!
Looks can be deceiving.
No, not that Eevee. This game was just announced yesterday. The obvious thing here is that Eevee is very attractive. Use here says there was absolutely no need to give the protagonist a 15-year-old's face.
Why are you so stupid?
So yeah, as you can see, if you like the design for Eevee in the new Stellar Blade game, then you are Jeffrey Epstein adjacent according to them. She looks too young according to some of these people. If anything, if you look at her face and the first thing that comes to your mind is an underage girl, then maybe somebody needs their hard drive checked, because that's just
Weird.
I don't know, you know what? Maybe they would prefer someone like Madonna. By the way, here's the new Stellar Blade game if it were made by Western developers. But I hear you ask, why does it matter what a female character looks like? Why does she need to be sexy? Well, my friend, the answer to that is one that is rooted in biology. It's very simple, and honestly, if you even have to ask, then I'm probably wasting my time even explaining it to you. But just to get it out of the way, video games are, by and large, heavily dominated by boys and men. We are the creators and we are the consumers. There's some females that play video games, sure, but by and large, it's a thing for males. So with that fact having been established, why would you, as a game developer, create characters that seem to do everything except cater to the very people that is the majority of your demographic? And going beyond that, not only does this not cater to the people that the genre is made for, it puts them down time and time again. So since video games, and especially action video games, are heavily geared towards males, and that's whether you want that to be the case or not, that's just how it is. And so because of that, the common sense thing to do is add things that men like. If I'm playing as a male character, then that character needs to be the personification of the male ideal. That would mean strong and heroic, but it can also mean many other things. Maybe he's not strong, and maybe he starts off weak, and then during this journey of growing up, he becomes strong and he defeats the evil. Or he becomes strong and he overcomes this major obstacle, whatever it is. If, however, I were to play as a female character, then that's a little bit different. Remember how I said that a male character has to meet male ideals? It's a little bit different in that a female character does not have to meet female ideals. She has to meet the male ideal of a female. So she can be strong, and she can be badass, and she can be heroic too, and she can do all the things that the guys can do. There have been countless females in video games that are. And actually, you know what? I just thought of this. The boss, remember her from Metal Gear Solid 3? Single-handedly won World War II while she was fucking pregnant and gave birth on the battlefield during World War II after getting shot in the fucking stomach. I never ever had a problem suspending my disbelief for the boss, not even once. Not even when it was the most ridiculous thing, and that's a game from 2005, mind you. But that's just a little rant. Going back to what I was saying, the one thing that a female character cannot be in an action game is ugly. No man's ideal of a woman is ever gonna be an ugly woman, ever. There are exceptions to this, obviously, but generally speaking, what I said is true. Now let's move on to something that proves that Western developers are intentionally making their female characters ugly. As if we even needed any more proof. Remember the Beauty and the Beast unit from Metal Gear Solid 4? Those 4 ladies were face scanned for the game, and this is what they look like in real life in 2008 versus their Metal Gear models. They look virtually identical. I bring this up because MGS4 is basically retro at this point. It came out 18 years ago, almost 20 years ago, and they were able to face scan female models and make them look exactly like what they look like in real life. They didn't magically get uglier. The shapes of their faces didn't magically change for no reason. And yet 20 years later, this is the garbage that we get. No, this is done intentionally. Here's another example, Stephanie Justin, who played Quiet in The Phantom Pain. The character model looks identical to the real person. You compare that to what was done with Deborah Ann Woll here, and it just goes to show that Western game developers
don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?